going on, guys? I'm so sorry for the no post on Sunday or on Saturday and on Sunday. Um, had a pretty busy week actually. Is the reason why I wasn't able to post. So we're gonna just do a mega post today of all pretty much Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Today being Monday. Um, so today's August 11th. I'm post op 6 days. My surgery was on I believe, I think it was last Tuesday. So we're almost a week. So tomorrow will be a week. Um, Tomorrow will be a week since I've had my right side open inguinal hernia surgery with mesh. Um, so pretty much to kind of summarize these last 3 days, 4 days. Um, so I've actually been kind of going uphill. Um, Obviously, I'm still trying to take care of myself. I'm still taking my medication. I'm still taking my supplements. I am taking 4 scoops of collagen peptide. I'm taking my pill of fish oils, and I'm doing 2 scoops of creatine. So like with yesterday's adventures, I definitely took my creatine um, every day. It all helps with different variety of recovery, whether it be skin with the collagen peptide, the joints, the tissue, all of that good stuff. The creatine helps with the muscle, which obviously that's important, right? They tell you that they want that mesh to congeal properly, or I don't know if that was the right word, but they tell you they want the mesh to heal properly with the muscle, with the ab muscle and all that, because that's what it is, right? It's a weakening of the muscle. So naturally, since it's a muscle, that's where the creatine would come into play, because the creatine helps with muscle growth and muscle recovery. The fish oils is for just overall joint and muscle recovery. Just keeps everything really nice and lubricated, and you know, less susceptible to injury and stuff like that. Whatever else, all that good stuff the fish oils do. I know it's good for like joints and muscles and all that stuff. It's like the way I understood it was like lubricant for your body, kind of. Just keeps everything really healthy and rigid. Um, Pain throughout the week. The pain's been actually pretty down. Um, I get slight pinching with the mesh, which I was told is could possibly be the mesh still trying to settle. And as I'm moving around, stretching in a new way, or kind of just moving in a manner which like it's either like kind of pinching on my skin and I feel it, obviously because of my nerve endings and stuff like that, or I'm stretching and like where it's healed, it's like kind of stretching with it. So that's why I feel that pinch, kind of like a not necessarily a tear, but just like it's more of a pinch than a tear. It's just kind of like someone's like pinching me. Yesterday I think was the most stuff that I'd done. And I felt it. So but we'll get to that here in a minute. Saturday, so Friday night, right? Okay, sorry, gotta backtrack a little bit. Friday night, quick recap. Stayed home. I was gonna go out with some friends and go to a birthday party, but I decided not to. I was just getting my strength back. I was just getting my ability to do other things back, and so I was like, you know what? I don't want to push it. So stayed home. Tried to sleep upstairs, didn't work. So I came downstairs late. Actually, no, I stayed downstairs Friday night. And then went from there. Saturday morning, or Saturday, we decided to go out to Cars and Coffee at with some friends out in Renton, where I live in Washington, and that was fun, right? So still, it wasn't a lot of walking, but it was enough, right? It was more than what I've been doing, right? Because I've just been doing laps around my house. So going out there and doing laps or walking was definitely worth it, right? It was good. I could definitely get a good vibe for how I was recovering. And honestly, all I felt was just soreness. Um, I could equate it to the pain level, anyways. I could equate it to like a really good leg day. Like for those of you that watch these videos, if you guys work out or do any heavy weightlifting, just take your right, not mine. Take your best workout, right, and then take that recovery after the muscle soreness and the tightness, and just like you move it and it hurt, like you can just feel it, right? Like you did something. Take that, and that's what it feels like. To me, anyways. So like my area being like that was like for me, it was like really good leg day for me, or a really good chest day, just super sore, super tight, and just like just made it very hard to walk towards the end of the day. Now I will say that it was exhausting. Having to walk at such a slow pace, having to continuously stop and sit down and stuff like that. If you do plan on trying to go out to do small things, understand that you will be very exhausted by the end of the day. I got home and I'm not gonna lie, I popped 2 oxys and went straight to sleep. I was not playing. And so I tried to sleep upstairs. So that was Saturday night. So Saturday night I tried to sleep upstairs. Didn't happen. I was super uncomfortable. It was because of my head placement. So the way I had my pillow set up on my bed, I realized had me in a really awkward position, way more elevated than when I was on the recliner. And so I think that's why when I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I was like, I don't like it. I'm going downstairs. And then my girlfriend came, and she came down later, and finished off the rest of the morning with me and slept or whatever. So that was Sunday morning, right? So Sunday was probably the most hectic day I've had since recovery. Woke up, ate a good breakfast, and we decided to go visit some trolls throughout Washington. So we went to Issaquah, we went to Ballard, and we went to West Seattle. The Issaquah and Ballard trolls were pretty nice, super minimal walking, wasn't super leveled, wasn't terrible. West Seattle, when I went to that one, right, there was a slight incline or decline and incline, and that was scary, but also nice because it was kind of forcing me to learn how to walk. It was steep enough, right, where it wasn't gonna f anything up, but it was just like enough where like I still could f something up, right? So like I had my best friend in front of me, kind of be like my leveler in case something happened, and I took it slow, um, and that was my first challenge, right? And so I was starting to feel it, and like I said again, just pinching, not tearing, not shredding, not popping, just pinch, right? Small pinches. And then we continued on walking. I think it was like a mile between where we were at and where that last troll was. And the mile was nice. Definitely sore. Like I said again, just like really good sore workout. But I will say when I turned around, the soreness started to cause me pain, right? Not in a negative manner in which like I thought I was gonna bust something, but it was just like my legs were starting to feel it, right? And I couldn't really walk prolonged. So we left early for my friends. It sat on the bench for a good 5-10 minutes, and that helped a lot. So I was able to in that time recover just enough, pretty much just one shot it back to the car. My roommate Heather, she told me, she was like, you need walking sticks so you can kind of lean on something, put pressure on something else, so you're not putting pressure on your leg because coming back. She's like, you got to come back. Remember that. And God bless it, she was right. I ended up getting walking sticks towards the end because I could not. It was really physically hard to walk up that incline, and it was starting to hurt. And I was kind of forcing myself at this point, which is probably dangerous, but it is what it is. Um, I probably will not do that again anytime soon, at least for another week or two. Just kind of play it easy. Um, I am going back to work today, so my videos will be a little bit different because now it'll be geared towards more like what's it like at work. I'm a security officer for a company out here in Washington. And so like I drive a patrol vehicle and I got to get in and out and stuff, but they put me in a location where I don't really need that much gear. because we're one of those security companies where we wear a lot of stuff because we have to handle a lot of dangers and stuff. So like all I'll have on me is just like the general, just a basic flashlight, my mace, and like my phone, and that's about it. So I won't have body weight, body armor. I won't have any of my duty belt or anything like that. So the videos will be tailored more towards the work now because obviously during the day I'll walk. I'll try to do 3,000 steps. Go put some shorts on. Go do mark my steps, and then kind of come home, rest, whether it be sleeping or watching TV or just taking a nap. Obviously, I need all the rest I can get. So honestly, this next week I won't be mad if I just sleep like forever. Um, because you recover when you sleep. So any little inkling of sleep I can get, I'll take it. Um, I'm gonna attempt to go out today. I gotta run some errands. I gotta go grocery shopping, go to Costco and grab some stuff, and then what's it called? Gotta go to the eye doctor and see if my contacts came in. So it's like super super minimal things, but I just want to see how I am driving a vehicle. Um, I don't want to push myself, but I also don't want to uh get in mentally that I'm not moving in the correct path, right? All of you that watch my videos, apparently there's a few that have been watching the videos that have been getting good takeaways. So I'm going to continue doing this. You move at your pace, right? I'm moving at my pace because um like I had a shoulder injury. I broke the tip of my collarbone or my scapula, I think it was. And for a first break, I recovered pretty fast. I think I was a week early from what they had anticipated me coming back because I called and asked if I could push it up because I was like, I have full rotation of my shoulder now, and they're just like, interesting. So, what I would recommend is definitely get with supplements. Even if you're the type of person that doesn't like doing it, collagen peptide's good. Um, Fish oils is, I believe, everybody should take fish oils. That's like the lubrication for your body. It just keeps everything going, working well. And it also looks like longevity. And then the creatine is optional. I'm a weightlifter. I do this a lot, so I know what the creatine does. So that's why I feel justified in taking it right now. Um, and so yeah, and I know I've gotten a couple questions about like bloating. Not trying to get like super vulgar, but like the scrotum area for the males that get their hernia surgeries, right? Um, yes, you will. Apparently, it is normal because of depending on where you're at. So, like, mine was lower. Mine was actually pushing into my scrotum. So they had to go in there and dig it out, right? So obviously that's going to cause a lot of bruising, a lot of stuff going on downstairs, right? So mine would dip into my scrotal area. So yes, naturally it is going to bruise. It is feels still numb. I was told that there might be some nerve endings that might get damaged that will cause some numbness. It won't cause any issues, right? For my men, your equipment should still work, and it should be like that for a while, a couple weeks actually, from what I've read and from what I've been told. It should be swollen for a while. No pain. It shouldn't hurt, right? Shouldn't be tender. The most it'll feel like is if you just like sat on them, right? Or somebody kind of like, high school friends, even adult friends, they kind of give you a good swift kick in the nuts, right? That's what it should feel like. Worst, because it is swollen, you do have the chance of kind of like maybe just accidentally squeezing them or sitting on them or whatever. But besides that, I have not been constipated. I've had daily BMs. I've been pooping every day, which is good. I don't care if it's one or two. As long as I do one poop a day, I'm happy. That means that things are working as they should. In terms of the incision site and the tenderness, pretty good. It does freak me out a little bit because I feel around it and it still feels kind of like bulgy, but again, I've also been told that that's normal because it is still swollen, right? It just got all compacted in and worked on, and it's trying to heal itself. So it doesn't feel like I have another hernia, which I've also read and I've seen that like you would know if you busted all of your, like if you undid your surgery, you would know. It is not like one of those leery things where it's like, oh, I got a small tear and I got shit coming out again. No, because you're pretty much re-tearing that wound. You're gonna know, right? You're gonna have a good idea that you have something up. Usually, because you're kind of like re-tearing a scar. So I'd imagine that you would feel it, like you would know, right? Besides that, I mean, everything else has been pretty good. My girlfriend came and helped me these last 3 days, which has been absolutely phenomenal. Being able to help me cook and do things, get my ice, kind of really let me relax a little bit more than I have been. Because like on day two, I was up moving around trying to get stuff, and like, maybe against better judgment, I probably should have not done that. But I was just trying to. I've had injuries before, and the worst thing you want to do is just be a couch potato. You want to move a little bit, even if it's 10 steps a day, right? You just don't want to stay stagnant. But other than that, there's really nothing else. I'll probably post another video. What's today? Monday. I'll probably post another video Wednesday before I go to work. Kind of sum up 2 days. So I'll probably do them every 2 days now, just so that way I'm not putting a bunch of videos out. And it'd be the same thing. And then once I get cleared from the doctors to go back to the gym, then I'll probably start doing like I'll probably start. Sorry, the dogs are doing something weird. Knock it off. Once once I get cleared to go back to the gym, then I'll probably start my like recovery. I noticed also there isn't a lot of gym stuff for recovery. And so like start off with my weight, how much I weigh, pictures, all that. I'll include those in the video, and then I'll probably do that weekly. So like every Monday, I'll just do a update. Plus, it'll keep me disciplined because obviously I want to show you guys the best success after surgery. I know a lot of people get down and out on themselves. They're like, man, this is gonna change my life. It does. Obviously, it changed your life when you got it, but it's also going to change your life that you fixed it. But you don't want to re-injure it, right? You don't want a reoccurrence. So I feel like if I post stuff showing consistent growth, showing like I could do it, right? I'm gonna be starting off 230 is the heaviest I've ever been. I'll probably start off 230 once I get cleared to go back to the gym. And so that'll keep me disciplined because I want to show the world, right? Like, hey, you can get this surgery, and if you go to the gym, or if you want to go to the gym, this is what it's going to look like, right? Low weight, high reps, slowly start reacclimating the weight back. Probably for like a month after, like, so they say 6 weeks, right? So pretty much I probably won't be looking at anything gym related until mid-September. I'll start off with 20s. I know I could do way more, right? Whether it be shoulder presses or chest presses or anything weight related, I know I could do absolutely way more. But I have to start off small again, like I just got back into it, right? Start acclimating more cardio in, start acclimating more stuff in. Probably will be very scared to do anything ab related for a while, which I think is normal. But I'll do my own stuff to kind of try to mitigate that, whether it be like planks. If I start feeling any twinge or anything like that, I'll probably just stop. But yeah, anyways, video's really long, but again, it's 4 days worth of information and trying to give you guys the best insight of what I've been going through, what's been going on with me. Again, I had an open surgery with mesh on my right side. It was large. I don't know how large it was. They said it was bigger than they thought. And I will reiterate that every time so that way it gets put into the right audience. Or even if you're doing inguinal and like laparoscopic, maybe. I heard it's different. So all of my stuff will be like open, right? Open inguinal surgery with mesh. But anyways, I hope you guys found this information very enlightening. I hope you guys found this information to help. If you are planning on getting one, I hope this receives you well and gives you some kind of hope that it's not all bad. Um, you know, and hopefully, you can recover just as quick, get back on your feet, and get to living a normal life again. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.